He'll like literally be, oh, yeah.
All right, this is our first time hearing anything from Tom Jones. We're checking out the song I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Let's get into it.
Treated me so wrong, I can't take anymore, and it looks like I'm never gonna fall in love again.
Okay, this is interesting. What you got?
These are like the vibes I grew up with. This is like, I like this kind of stuff. Like just the vibes. I've never
It's
heard
like the
this
whole
song.
sound and energy of that era.
It's such a, it's weird though, because it's like if I had to pick an era to go back to and live in, I wouldn't pick this era. You know what I mean? And not just because I'm black, but because I genuinely feel like the 60s and 70s would be more interesting.
You would pick it?
The late 60s and I feel like this is a little bit more like, I mean, I guess it's 60s.
You would or you would not pick
I
it?
wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. I love the sound from this era, but it's a little bit too crispy. Like, it's a, you know what I mean? Like, the vibes are
You
not.
like some dirty music.
I like some, like, wild and crazy. Like, I want to see Woodstock. You know what I mean? I want to go, like,
oh,
more,
my goodness.
I want to see, like, disco. Like, I want to see, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to see that. Like, if I had to pick an era, I wouldn't go back to the suit and tie era. But nonetheless, I love the sound.
If I had to pick an era to go back to just for music, I would pick something like Primitive. You know,
Oh,
something
Primitive.
real interesting that you can't even hear right now. It wasn't even recorded.
Well,
That's
see,
where I would go.
I don't know anything about those, but I know this
Me
kind of
either.
music.
It's not recorded.
This is like, to me, this kind of music is like a lullaby. Like, it is so relaxing to my soul. Like, it's just really comforting because I grew up with it, you know?
I just broke down and cried, and it looks like I'm never gonna fall in love again.
Okay. This can go one of two ways.
Okay.
He's never gonna fall in love again because he caught his woman cheating. He was in love with her, right?
Okay.
This is how players are created.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? He's never gonna fall in love again. He might have said, "Hey, I'm just gonna fill the streets, do what I gotta do." You know what I mean? He's never gonna fall in love again.
All the women are the same. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I can see
so
that.
This is how you create players and stuff.
Or
he could say, "You know what? I'm never gonna fall in love again and ignore the signals, but I will love again. I'm never gonna be blindly, fall. You know that whole romanticized. I'm head over heels. I'll do anything. But you ignore all the red flags and all the signs and things.
Right.
So it could go that route where he's gonna love again, have a woman again, but he's not gonna ignore the signs. He's not gonna be blinded by lust or emotions, any of that kind of stuff. It can go one or two ways.
Remember that Patsy Cline crazy? She was like, "I'm crazy." She was like accountable. So maybe it'll be like that because back in that day, it seemed like people were more like they didn't blame other people as much as they,
Yeah,
reflect.
a little more reserved.
Yeah.
He probably didn't. He couldn't just get on Tinder and be like, I'm mad. Boom.
Bing, 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 match. Yeah,
Right.
True.
But I mean, he's expressing his emotions in a healthy way. So I mean, maybe he went the better route.
Yeah, we'll see. Side note, he sings like he's playing a cello. Like you can see how he's using his voice based on his hand motions and stuff, and like his face. He'll like literally be, but he'll like stretch and like maneuver his voice and move his hands. Like just watch, he like plays his voice.
I just don't know anything about a cello.
Well, I figure a cello is like the big violin, like the big one that you play.
Oh, so when you like doing the violin, so it's like fall.
I just
like
say that. I say the cello because it's like bigger, like slower, you know, versus the violin be like ting 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 ting. You know what I mean? So. Cliffhanger. So we don't know how it ends.
We don't, but at the very end he said, please don't make me fall in love again. This man might fall in love again.
He might. He definitely will, actually.
I guess we're speaking like present tense because it's our first time hearing it.
It's been a long time, actually.
Right?
He probably did.
But I guess there's a third route he could take.
What is it?
Just stop with relationships and
curious.
women altogether. You know, some people do that. That's also an option.
He could become a monk.
Of sorts, some people do that.
It's an option.
Some people say, I'm done with relationships.
Hey, low-key,
live my life
being
as a bro,
a woman
by
myself,
myself.
I get it. It's a lot. Dealing with women, you gotta be like... Women don't work like men. Like, you definitely have to come with a different set of tools when you're dealing with women.
Well, and vice versa. Men don't work like women. So, I mean, it's tough for both people to try and understand each other because we're not the same. We're very different. We think differently. On average, you know?
Yeah, and I bet he was a character. Like, I bet we only heard...
Aren't we all?
True, because he had them pinky rings and stuff. I was like, okay. We know we're only getting your side of the story. I'm sure there's another side to this. We need to investigate further.
That's true. I mean, every story has what? They say 3 sides. Your side, the other person's side, and the truth.
And the truth, yes. So, okay, Tom Jones.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know. But I don't know.